All right. What's up, guys? How's everyone doing today? Artyom, how's it going? Amui, what's up, buddy? Astronome Martin, good to see you. We3, how you doing? Dad SP, how's it going, man? Hope everybody's having a good day. Aquarius, how you doing, man? Ken, good to see you. Thomas Pratt, how you doing? I'm a little bit off still. I am pretty much fully recovered from the corona. It's been a little light for me the last week or two. I had corona the week before last. It was pretty mild compared to the first time I had it, so I can't complain that much. Let me adjust this music in my ear. Makes it hard to think. Justin, how you doing? Amui, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, so I'm pretty much good. I just still have that kind of like, you know, foggy mind kind of thing happening. But I did work all last week and stuff, so. Anyways, it's kind of crazy because it's like 1 year exactly since I had it last time. I think I caught it on Halloween last year, a week early. You know, spent a lot of time on the couch, binge watching, hanging with the dogs. You ever spend so much time on the couch watching like shows and TVs, like nothing is interesting anymore. It almost got to that point. The first time I had it, it got like well past that point. It was terrible. Darth, it's a pretty good ship. There's definitely better ships, but I like it. Handles really well. And I mean, you know, it's like everything else. We'll talk about this a little bit more. I mean, it just depends on how you build it, you know. Because, I mean, like, the build I have on this ship, you know, if you were just to go out and say, I'm going to just spend whatever in order to get it, you know, all the stuff that's on it, you know, you're looking at $1,000 plus. Now, over time, you know, with the events and stuff like that, you can certainly do it next to free, but you got that time aspect. Caleb, how you doing, man? Good to see you. You get my DM on the New World server? I've been playing a little bit of the New World lately. They just did the fresh start servers and made some updates to it. The game itself, expansion, leveling process is much better than it was before. I put well over 100 hours into it when it first came out on release and never broke level 35. I've played a couple characters lately, but I got about 20 hours, 25 hours into the fresh start, and I'm at like 36, I want to say. So quite a bit better. Already level 20? Nice. Of course. Dad SP, am I normal if I haven't caught it? Yeah, I mean, my oldest son has never got it. And like both times I didn't like, you know, isolate. I mean, I wasn't giving out hugs and, you know, kisses and stuff, but, you know, I was on the couch in the living room making sure we're washing hands and, you know, taking basic precautions, but my oldest, he's never got it. My two younger ones, they've got it, but you wouldn't have known it. My wife had got it, so we tested everybody, and they tested positive, but they were asymptomatic. That was like a year or so ago. Yeah, it's possible. I mean, we tested him as well. So, I mean, it's very possible that my oldest had gotten it at some point, and we never had a reason to test. Because anytime anybody would have it, we would test everybody. Except for this time around. I mean, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, everybody's over it. You need to be careful, but at this point, it's like anything else. Like, nobody wants the regular flu. Nobody wants any of that stuff, you know. And, you know, people that are at risk, they're at risk to the regular flu and all those kinds of things. I don't think it's as severe as it was, although there's always those, you know, off cases. But that's true with everything. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not telling you to do one thing or another. I'm just telling you how I feel at this point. It's funny because, you know, Corona really reminded us that, you know, we all should have been washing our hands and not touching our face and all of that to start with, right? So I find that, you know, the precautions that, you know, most of the stuff that was, you know, told to us that we should be doing, most of it, is stuff we always should be doing regardless. Scott, yeah, no, I agree. And I would argue if we tracked other, you know, illnesses that, you know, are quote unquote not super, you know, deadly, I think we would find that those numbers are probably pretty close to the same, you know, in people that have, you know, pre-existing conditions, complication, elderly, things like that. I mean, the common cold used to kill people by, you know, the millions 100 years ago. But nevertheless, I mean, any kind of sickness everybody needs to take seriously. So anyways, we won't keep beating that dead horse. All right, what are we going to do today? Let's talk about some news. Scott, you still haven't got it? Good. I hope you don't. Lastly, I don't want to keep going back to it, but dude, it was so weird. The first time I got it, like my skin would tingle. I'd like bend over to grab something and it was like my back had tightened up and I was waiting, you know, when I stand up, I would have like some kind of pulled muscle. You ever had that? But as soon as I'd pause and stand up, it was like it never even happened. It was like all mental. It was so weird, man. This time it was not like that at all. It was like a mild flu. Cables, what up, dude? Not Rob. I'm not Rob. Let your wife know. Dwayne, how you doing, man? All right, let's jump into the news here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the news. We're going to do a little bit of discussion about some changes at Cryptic. And then we'll run a few TFOs. And then I'm going to get back to working on dinner. I got a tri-tip on the smoker. Super pumped. Sorry to drop that bomb in there on you. And we will do some giveaways. We'll start those right after the news. Save you a plate. All right, man. I'll email it to you, Mooey. All right. Where is the window I need? Oh. So this morning, we hit 12,000 subs on YouTube. So thank you very, very much to you guys, everyone that watches the videos, subs to the channel. I really, really appreciate you. I'm going on 2 years in, January? Because it was 2021. I had my YouTube channel up for quite a while prior to that, and would just kind of put stuff up here and there. And January 2021, I decided, okay, I'm going to take it seriously, have a plan. And so I basically made a commitment to upload at least one video a week and not miss it. And I don't think I ever have missed it. Obviously, there's been some weeks where it's been quite a bit more, but it's just incrementalism. Set goals, set them easy, and just stick to them. So it's not me. I didn't do anything special. I mean, it's you guys, subbing and watching the videos and those kinds of things. So again, a big thank you. I really, really appreciate you guys. Also, another update for the KDF fleet. If you're looking for a fleet, there's a link down to our Discord server in the description. We have Fed and KDF. KDF is much farther behind the Fed. We started that from scratch. The Fed fleet we got from CasualSAB. It's a part of the Breakfast Club Armada. So that's almost built out. But on the KDF side, we are going to be doing some incentive contests starting next month. I'll have a little bit more information posted in the server, and I'll probably talk about it in subsequent YouTube streams and videos. But basically what we're going to do is some contests for contributions. So just kind of a quick overview of what that'll look like. So basically we'll pull contributions for people at the beginning of the month, and then we'll pull it at the end of the month, and then we'll compare and look and see who has the most. And it won't be like a singular winner. What we'll do is probably like top 10 or something like that. And that'll range from ships to sets of weapons to traits, EC, all kinds of goodies. So we're in the middle of collecting all of that so we can put together the packages. I'm assuming we'll continue to probably collect that through the month. So there'll either be I'll probably, once I set up the packages, I probably won't add too much to them, but I'll just add additional winners. I think the more people that can win prizes and stuff would be probably the most beneficial to building the fleet up, and I think it's better for everybody. Winning stuff is awesome, and I love free things. So the more people we can get that out to, I think the better it'll be all around for the fleet and for the individuals participating. So that is going to start at the beginning of next month, probably. I don't know. That's kind of a little ways out. I still need some time to collect the basic prize stuff and put it together, so it might be sooner than that, but I'll give you guys a heads up well prior to it actually starting, and then make sure everybody's aware prior to it starting, and then we'll obviously be talking about it and doing events and stuff during that. So maybe it'll be sooner than that, because it's only the 6th, though. Time is just like, it's not just flying by, it's like hard to keep track of. Yeah, so sometime in the next 2 weeks is, I think, what I'm thinking. Crusher? Okay, will do. I appreciate that. I'd like to get some sets together of, like, Baul weapons. Some of them will be just basic. Others will probably upgrade, so they're, like, full sets of epic. I'd like to have a good array of good stuff. you obviously play this game a lot. I'll be doing it in conjunction with CasualSAB, Nick MB, and a bunch of the others, Cables, and obviously we do a lot of the min-maxing and different things like that. So we're not going to give out crap, okay? So you're not going to get like random kit modules or kits and crap like that. We'll make sure it's good. Samarith, I think I'm saying that right. How you doing? Min-max hug. I need to come up with an emote for that, Kayla. All right, let's talk news. So we have, I want to meme on it, but I guess it has been a little while since the last one. Galaxy goes to a red alert. So this is their kind of go-to drop-in events. Tetrion weapons, I know who's going to donate those, huh? Webb's Mark 1 is greater than Mark 12. If I agree with that, if someone was like, hey, I will give you a set of weapons and they're not going to be epic or fully upgraded, I definitely would prefer them at Mark 1. Because then they're easier to potentially get a quality upgrade while you're upgrading it. All right. So it's a pretty standard event. I'm sure most of you guys have played this. This comes up quite a bit a year. But this is the 2-week-long event. So it's running from the 3rd. It's already started and will run through the 10th. Completing the event by running any of the Red Alert TFOs, which I personally really enjoy. If you don't enjoy them and you just want the goodies, they're super fast. I recommend going into the Tholian Red Alert with a control build. And we ran it last night, and it was about 15 seconds long. The Borg ones, they're all pretty easy. The Zinkethi does have a fail, so if I think it's really fun. I really like that. I'd like to see them revamp that, actually. Would be pretty cool. But if you want a little more of a challenge and just enjoying yourself, the Zinkethi one's really good. But if you're wanting to just rip through it, skip this one because you potentially could fail if one of the torpedoes hits the planet. The Borg one's always great. I remember that there's a lot of nostalgia for me because I remember, when I first started playing the game, these were in the standard rotation, and so we'd play this. I would play this quite a bit. I remember telling my brother one time, because it would take me 20, 30, 40 seconds to destroy a cube, and I remember seeing people like vaporize it. I'm just like, I don't know how they're doing it. That'd be cool if they put out all of these in like a harder difficulty. Justin, I do the Borg. Yeah, those are the two main ones that I do. The Nakul one, I've only done that like 2 or 3 times ever. I don't know. It's not my favorite. It seems, I don't want to say spread out because the Borg one's spread out, but I think part of it's I'm just not super familiar with it. I was in a pug with the Zinkethi, and I saw a video where the torps hit the planet was the first time. Yeah. What I was thinking? Like, if that were a harder one, but, what if you took, like, the Nidarian Defender and you just parked that at the satellites? Any torpedoes coming through, I guess you could even, anywhere in between, the torpedoes should die as they pass through it. I really want to do more with that Nidarian Defender. I think it could be really good in some, like, coordinated team stuff or, whatever, parking it in particular places, because it does a lot of damage over time. Borg spam. It's good for, spamming out those marks for sure. So on the longer event, which is this one, you'll get the ultimate tech upgrade. That's always nice to stock those up. Specialization point, kind of whatever, unless, you're building a tune, then that's always nice. And the experimental ship upgrades, I really like that they give these out still. I've never, ever bought one of these in the store because you can either get them from the Phoenix event boxes during the events or, doing these events. So, I mean, like on my main account, I probably still have, I don't know, 8 of them stacked up, and I pretty much use it on almost every ship. Even on my free-to-play, I think I still have like 4 or 5. So these are excellent to just farm out on these events. I generally won't run this event, at least not as religiously when it's the shorter one, but it's just one of those things. Webbs. I'm sorry, from the UK. The Stormy? Am I saying that right? Good evening. You bought one with EC? Okay. Yeah, because you can sell those right on the exchange. How much are those on the exchange? I've never even looked. That's a good point, because the ones you buy are not bound. I really wish they would bring that back, the tier 6 tokens. They sold those, I think, once, and we just never saw them again. 40 mil? That's pretty reasonable. If you just absolutely have to have one, and it's in between, like, events or Phoenix events. About 3 keys. Yeah, because they're running, what, 12, 13? I bought a bunch of keys the other night, like 38 of them with EC, and it reinforced my belief in not spending real money on keys, at least for opening boxes. If there's a ship you're after, you know, and you want to be able to just buy it monetarily, the best way is to buy keys, sell them on the exchange, and buy the ship you want. Opening boxes, though, it sucks. All right, so that's the red alert. So definitely take advantage of that. It's quick, it's easy, and the rewards are pretty decent. Martin, it's a little different for you. You get those special prices. Double XP event. Now, when I was skimming this looked like this goes on for a long time. So this goes on for the same duration as the red alert. I don't know how often they do this, but this just seems like a long time. People get annoyed. They think you're AFKing when you're using the jellyfish. Yeah, it doesn't bother me. That mode's awesome for doing the Kobayashi Maru. I would actually have on my second PC, I would take my free-to-play in, and then take my main in, park the free-to-play in the middle, pop the jellyfish mode, and then on my main, I'd fly around and blow stuff up, and it was super awesome. So double XP, if you're leveling, I have a few that I need to level, so I have some, at least on my free-to-play. What do I have? I need to level up, I think it's the Temporal. Temporal I need to level up, and there's a few others that aren't quite there. Does that double XP, does that help on your specialization? I know it doesn't matter for like your crafting or your, I don't think it matters either for your reputation. Rob, what's up, dude? SAB used it ×2 week level up ROM character. Yeah, you know, because if you wanted to roll a new character for whatever reason, or you know, you just have one sitting there. Like I have a few recruits that I don't want to like level them when they come out because I'm doing other things or whatever. So I'll just roll them, get the recruit status, and then come back to them. But if you run that ×2 or the XP pools on top of that, you could really power level something up pretty quick. So take advantage of that. It's 100% more. For the XP for leveling up. All right, and then lastly, we'll just talk about this real quick. Again, I don't really like covering the IRL money sales. That's just not really, I'm not against them selling things and doing that, but that's just not really what I'm here for. I think it's just standard XP leveling. Yeah, I think you're right, because they run different events for like duty officers and those kinds of things, which I think also covers the crafting system. I have a Cardassian Klingon recruit. I've used the XP event, double down. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Just stack up those boosts on top of it. My, was it a temporal recruit on one of my accounts? I can't remember which one, but I ran, it wasn't during an event, but I did the boosts. And then I picked up a bunch of the premium duty officer missions, and I slotted as many as I could. In 24 hours, I had a fully level character. It's a little pricey because those can run in between $1 million and $2 million, and I think you can slot up to 20, which might actually be overkill. But if you have the EC for 20 to 30 mil, you can pick up the duty officer assignments. off the exchange, and you just run those to slot them all, and in 24 hours you'll have a fully leveled character. Rob, I'm feeling much better. Thank you, man. Got a little bit of drainage still, but other than that, I'm pretty much 100%. My mind is still a bit foggy. I feel like just a little mentally slower, but that might be due to just not doing a lot for a whole week. General Washington, I don't think I said hi to you earlier. Good to see you, man. Okay, so Mud Sale, we have 30% off bundles and 50% off, what? 30% off bundle sale. Okay, that's for the whole C store? And then 50% off Mud's bundles. And I believe this also is includes all the previous ship bundles. Let's just look at that real quick so we can make sure that... Okay, so regular ship bundles, 30% off. That's right. Because this was kind of a crappy thing. So on release, this was 25% off. And here we are 2 weeks later. Now it's 30% off. CasualSAB pointed this out. And that's kind of crappy. You know, if you bought this on release, you could have got 10% more. Just about $7 or so. At the moment, I take 10 minutes for leveling. 10 minutes? You're gonna have to DM me your secret there. Alright, so 35% off all the bundles. And then the Muds bundles are 50% off. So this isn't bad here, guys. If you're looking for one of these, don't buy the mega bundles. Get the one that has is it all of them? Let me see here. Muds. Yeah, so buy the one that lets you pick the 3. Don't buy the one that gives you all 8. I mean, unless you absolutely need all 4 of these ships, like need them. Because the rest of this stuff for the dollar amounts isn't exactly worth it. These bundles are pricey. I mean, even at 50% off, you're at $150. But in terms of bang for buck, one of these lockbox ships on average is going to cost you $200 to $250 if you're opening boxes. Now, granted, you could buy keys and sell them, and at that rate, what are we at? Where's my calculator? Let's just get an idea of what that's going to cost. So, I mean, what's a lockbox ship going for? Let's just say $1 billion. So, if we're getting 12 million per key, I'm just going to put it at $1 billion just to make it easy. I know they all vary a little bit. What did I do? I'm a moron. Let's restart that. We're gonna blame Corona Brain. So $104 will get you pretty much any ship you could be after. Am I locked onto one of these fighters? I must be. Holy crap. $104, $105 will basically get you almost any ship in the game by selling keys and buying it off the exchange for one singular character. But if there is one of those ships in one of these packs for $150, you can unlock it for all of your characters. Plus, you get at least two more ships. So even though these... Holy crap. Let's see if we can click that. It's giving me like vertigo. So in terms of bang for buck for real life money, this is definitely the best value in the game. Now, regardless of all of that, $150 is still a lot of money. I mean, there's a lot of things you can buy with $150. So make sure all your bills are paid first and you've taken care of everything that you need to. So that is the Mud Sale. Let's get the giveaway started, and then we're going to do a little bit of discussion here, and then we'll jump in and do a few red alerts. Also, I'm interested to make sure that I did this correctly, so now's a good time to test it. I have added a page to the Discord server here. It's Team Up, and I've added roles to this for anybody that is a YouTube member, Twitch subscriber, or a what is it called? A server booster. So server booster, basically if you've spent any kind of money on any of the, the memberships, then you should be able to see this. And if you want to get in on teaming up, just do what Astrono. I have to sound that out every time, and just put your tune name, @ handle, the full thing, just like this, so I can copy and paste it. So if you want to get in on the runs, you guys, if you have any of these memberships, you have priority. All right, let's start the giveaways. So we're going to do EC giveaways again. So we're going to do 100 million for PC. I'm going to run 2 giveaways, one on Twitch and one on YouTube. We'll run it till about the end. You will need to be here at the end to claim it. We're going to do, I'm going to get a refill on my drink once we start that. We're going to do discussion and run a few TFOs. So let's say 20, 30 minutes or so. I don't like to leverage that to make people hang out forever. If you don't want to be here, I don't want to like make you by offering you stuff, but this is kind of the way it works. So but I won't make it obviously any longer than that, because I don't stream that long. You can enter on both, but you can only win on one. So if you enter on YouTube and on Twitch, you'll have double the chances. If you win both of them, I will re-roll the Twitch one. So just know that you can do both. There's links for Twitch in the description of YouTube, and there is just under the stream on Twitch, there is a little icon there for YouTube next to the little bio for YouTube. So pull them both up and you can enter on both. Let's go ahead and get those going. Okay, giveaways. I didn't complete that from last week. Okay, giveaway history. It's thinking. While it's thinking, let's work on the one for Twitch here. Okay, so on Twitch, it is not going to give you a confirmation in chat. It'll send you a private whisper. If you don't get a private whisper, just refresh your page and click on the your little mail button, and you should see a message in there from MoveBot. Let's go ahead and start this. Everyone gets one ticket. So on Twitch, it's going to be hashtag giveaway. That'll get you entered. You don't need to be subbed or following or anything. Everybody gets one chance with the same chances of winning. And let's see if YouTube has fixed itself. It has. Where's the history? There we go. Giveaway history. Streamlabs is taking a long time. Okay, custom giveaway. There we go. Okay. 100 million EC. Now, the one on Twitch is going to automatically end. I'm going to set it for... let's just set it for 30 minutes. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm gonna just set it for an hour, and I'll manually end it. I think that makes the most sense. That's what I did last time. Okay, save. All right. So YouTube, that is up, and that is exclamation point raffle. Exclamation point raffle to enter on YouTube. Remember, you can enter both of those, guys. All right, let me grab a quick drink, and then I'll be right back, and we'll do discussion, and then we'll jump in and have some fun blowing things up. Maybe a little exploring as well, huh? Not really. All right, I'll be right back, guys. All right. Sorry about that delay. My wife stopped me on the way to the kitchen. Apparently, she thinks what I'm wearing is funny. I think it looks good. It's business casual. But what you don't know is it's tucked into a, I wouldn't say super short, but a short pair of gym shorts and flip-flops. You know, professional up top, ready to play some ball down on the bottom. All right. So let's talk about Jeremy Randall. For you guys that don't know, he is the senior systems designer for STO. He had posted the other day that he was going to be leaving the STO team. I believe he's been on the STO team for a better part of a decade. TriZander did a full video covering this. So if you want a little bit more detail, it's mostly kind of speculation. Basically, he just goes on to say he's had a great time. The people that are in his department can handle everything fine, and that he is leaving the STO team and moving over to a different team at Cryptic. So the reason I bring this up is I think this guy's probably had the most influence over the game to a certain degree for the longest amount of time. So I'm interested to see if there's going to be any kind of radical changes. I think that that's probably not going to happen. And so here's my speculation, and for me it's a little bit worrisome. So, you know, we constantly will hear from the devs that they can't do this or they can't do that because they just don't have the manpower or people power. And I understand that coming from someone like Kale. You know, he just works, delivers the messaging, those kinds of things. And most of these people, that's what they do. They don't have control over that. But the lack of manpower is a decision that is made by Cryptic. And so there's a choice that they don't want to have more manpower, meaning they don't want to make any kind of radical changes or expansions or things like that, which is a part of why we see a couple missions a year. We're not seeing, you know, new battle zones. We're not seeing complete arcs being released. It seems like most of the budgets are going into voice actors and things like that. And so for me, this is a little bit concerning because I think this is going to is going to reduce the capability for some of those things that we would like to see even more. There hasn't been any kind of official statement from Cryptic Studios. I was going to reach out to Kale and see if he could give me any more insight. I'm guessing that's probably going to be a negative, that I won't get that from them. But I'm still going to ask just to see, so we can do some follow-up on talking about what the potential implications are for this. But it also makes me wonder, because STO is probably, STO and Neverwinter, I think STO has overtaken it, is the is the largest game that Cryptic Studios has. So they're obviously working on something else in the background, and I really wonder what that is. He talks about in the post that he can't talk about what he's going to do at Cryptic Studios or any of that, but hopefully sometime in the future, soon, he can start hyping whatever it is. Part of me, and this is just speculation, but I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think there's a possibility of STO 2.0, or do you think there's a possibility of just a complete revamp that the team's working on? The current team is maintaining the game, and there's another team, working on a complete overhaul, or do you think they're just working on something totally different? Any of those things are possible. The Star Trek IP that they have is huge. It's probably the most valuable thing that Cryptic Studios has going for it. So part of me says that, why wouldn't they, use that to leverage something new and updated? I mean, the game is 12 years old, and again, I'm just, speculating on this, but I wonder what, what is going on in the back end, or are they just, completely working on something different and unrelated? I gotta believe that, one of the main reasons that Gearbox bought New World and Cryptic Studios is for, that Star Trek licensing to be able to, make games and those kinds of things. Could be an engine revamp, could be. excuse me, they are working on something different. There is no reason not to announce. Okay, they're making STO 2.0. If they were making a STO 2.0, they would not be telling anybody, because they're currently selling items for the current STO. So unless it was going to integrate and be like some large update, I could see them maybe, you know, leaking some stuff on that as it got closer. But you know, because how does that look? I mean, I haven't played a lot of MMOs. STO is really my first and main one I've ever played. Since playing that, I have, you know, played Elder Scrolls and some other ones. But what does it look like when, you know, a game starts to wind down? I mean, I'm familiar with maintenance mode. You know, do they sell stuff up to the last moment and then at least do maintenance mode for, you know, 2 years after that? Because, I mean, that'd be pretty crappy if you know, bought a MUDs bundle and the game shut down, you know, a month later. I highly doubt that would be the case. I mean, STO is still very profitable, so you know, I don't think that is a concern. I don't think STO's shutting down tomorrow or anytime real soon. Big Papa Tart, dude, thank you, sir, for the raid. I appreciate that. I was looking before I went live because I like to try and raid you after, but you had been live for a long time, man. Like 4 or 5 hours at least. I hope you had a good stream. Full Arcade, what's up, man? So, and again, this is all just speculation, but you know, I wonder what does that actually look like? I mean, I would assume that when something goes on to maintenance mode, they stop selling things, but then how do they maintain maintenance mode? Yeah, I don't know what that looks like, and I don't know that there is a pretty way for that to happen. And again, I don't think that that's happening anytime soon. STO is profitable, but there just doesn't seem to be a whole bunch of interest in really expanding the game out, you know, any farther than kind of where it is. I mean, there is stuff that they're adding, you know, here and there. They're expanding the fleets out. They are doing a lot of visual updates, you know, so we could just be really, really off base on that speculation. But with him leaving, I mean, that does prompt those, you know, those questions. So I'd like to get a little bit more info. Hopefully he can start tweeting about what he is doing just to give us a little more insight, or if we can get some feedback from the community manager, Kale, or, you know, some sort of statements on that. But the team is already fairly small. So I think they'll continue. I mean, like, Thomas is putting a lot of time into, you know, updating ships, and, you know, and they're not even like I don't want to say they're not for sale ships, because a lot of them are in the C-store, but it's not even like they're just picking the most popular and trying to just, you know, update just the stuff so they can sell more of it. I mean, they're going back and updating. I mean, they're updating skins on free ships that you get when you start and stuff. So that is encouraging, seeing them doing that kind of thing. I just think this announcement here from Jeremy Bordicus, that someone at, you know, from his position that's been there a long time is now leaving to go somewhere else. So I'd really like to know, is there going to be a new lead designer, or is it just, you know, pulling someone that's currently on the team, making them that? Are they bringing in someone new? What's happening with it? I'd really like to know, for funsies. Ducky, how you doing? I'm doing well, thank you. Darth, yeah, that's a good point. I mean, I just, you know, and I hate to use the term if I'm being honest, because I beat people all the time up for saying that. You should always be honest. But, you know, I think my gut says that you're right there. I mean, you know, with the Odyssey being featured and those kinds of things, you know, I did a sit down with TriZander a while back, a little podcast kind of thing, and I think STO has at least 5, you know, plus more years. I mean, unless they're just working on something new that either integrates or something like that, because there's just so much content they have from the game that's now in shows and different things like that, like you said. So I agree. I mean, with all of that stuff, I don't even see a STO 2.0. I know Sarcasm Detector, I think he's leaning towards STO 2.0, but I just don't think we're there yet. I think they got too much going on here, and it's profitable. It does well. You know, people really, really love it. Obviously, if you played it for a long, long time, I think we find ourselves in a different place because we played it so much we played through all the content and there's not any kind of a established built-in end game that it's easy for us to kind of criticize. But I mean, remember back when you first started playing, be it a couple months ago, a couple years ago, I mean, it was just, it's gigantic. There's so many systems, there's so much stuff to do, you know, and so for, you know, people that are newer, have only played a year or two, I mean, it's just, there's still so much, you know. So I think that, you know, people like, you know, myself that have played for a long time, and many of you guys that have played forever, we know all the basics, we know all the advanced stuff, we know all the mechanics, we know everything. You know, we're constantly looking for, okay, well, what are they going to do next to upgrade it and do this and that? And I think the bottom line is that there's not going to be anything huge like that that's going to be radically changed, because this game is for, you know, people to come and have that Star Trek experience. The game bleeds a lot of long-term players, but it also picks up more than enough new-term players in order to fill that gap. And you can see that in, you know, the login numbers and things like that over the past half decade. You know, the overall population, congruent logins, things like that have really been steady for quite a long time. I mean, ever since it went, there was a huge boost when it went free to play, but that was just a blip. And since then, it's just been just level. You know, it stayed just strong. And I've said this a million times. I think it's, you know, I think the model is just maintain the status quo, continue to update, you know, the visuals and, you know, some of the mechanics, add in little things here and there. But I think that's probably what we're looking at seeing. Multiple devs have been trained in the software for making ships in the past few years. Yeah, I'm not here beating them up either, Stargate. I mean, and I'm not saying they don't do anything or anything like that. I mean, don't take it the wrong way. You know, the stuff that Thomas and his team and those guys are doing, it's amazing. You know, and like I said, they're going back and revamping things that don't even have a money, you know, sign on it. You know, some of the starter ships and things like that. So I think those are all good, encouraging things, you know, for the health of the game and long term. And I mean, STO's already been out 12 years, and I think it'll be going strong still at least another 3 to 5 years easily, without them even doing anything majorly different other than what they're currently doing now. Narnia, why spend big money on voice actors and pushing the... I agree with that 100%. I'm not a huge fan of the Terran Empire thing, personally. I don't hate it or anything, so it's kind of fine, but I would rather them not have any famous voice actors and make like 4 times the amount of content, if it were up to me. Give me mission rewards that have set bonuses, you know, all those kinds of things. I would play the crap out of that stuff on multiple tunes. I mean, I haven't played most of the newest content. I'm just not interested. I need a reason to do that. The stories and the voice acting is not enough to make me play it. Now, if you dropped in good gear, rewards for doing that, you better believe I'd be playing that probably multiple times, because I'll need sets and on multiple tunes, and on my free-to-play, I'd play the crap out of it. But you have to, and it doesn't matter what game it is. Like, I've been playing a lot of New World. There's some things I'll do that I don't really want to for, you know, the XP and stuff, but otherwise I'm only running quests and dungeons for the gear that it drops. If it didn't drop gear, I wouldn't run it, you know. So you have to incentivize us a little bit above and beyond, and I think that's where the breakdown for the end game part of it starts to happen, right? Is that, number one, there's not an established end game. If they had, you know, mandatory roles and things for some of the harder content, I think that would help, but you have to also add in a reason to do it, apart from just, you know, playing with your friends and stuff. A lot of people play solo and, you know, and those kinds of things. So if they had more of, you know, rewards for doing these things, you know, like what is it, Victory is Life, you had the morphogenics set, you had a bunch of other stuff that was really, really good. The mining laser, you had an on ground, I can't remember the guy's name's hologram guy that beams in or something, and you can access the exchange. Now, we did get the Torment engine and some of that, and that's pretty decent, but it's been pretty darn light when you go back and look at, you know, the episodes and stuff that have been added to the game over the last couple years compared to Victory is Life and the stuff that came in before that. I just ran the new TFO for the first time last night with TriZander and Nick, and I didn't even want to. Nick was just pulling us into stuff. And it's not half bad, don't get me wrong, it's good, but the map and everything, it looks amazing. It looks really, really good. But again, there's just, I don't need marks, so I generally aren't running TFOs for marks unless it's on a newer tune or something like that I'm doing. Hicks, how you doing? 07s. That'd be cool to see some lower deck stuff, Darth. I don't know how they would do it, but I mean, they did a really good job with the Cerritos, putting it in game, even though it's a, a cartoon ship. That would be cool if they did some, satirical TFO or missions that were good, satirical to kind of meet the, the whole vibe of lower decks. Yeah, but I definitely would like to play full arcs, with good writing, and good rewards. I mean, even if you put something out that just has amazing writing, amazing visuals, if there's not an incentive at the end of those missions and those arcs for me to replay them for sets and different things like that, I'm not ever going to play them again. I figured out the Tour of the Galaxy, have premium build, completes the new map in about 10 minutes. Okay, nice. I seen a guy, I can't remember his name now, but he was using one of the Vespa ships with all the consoles and all this stuff, and what he was doing with that was insane. I mean, his turn rate in Slipstream was like better than mine when I'm not in it. It was insane. Yeah, I think that's right, Martin. That's the person you're talking about. Oh, yeah, for the trader. Yes. Yeah. Give me rewards. If I could pick anything, there's a million things, especially, if you're an in-gamer, there's a million things we could, speculate and go on about that we would like to see or have added to the game. I think just the one major thing that they could do is just continue to add in good rewards for the missions. Sets, good gear, ground space, whatever it is. Make it useful. Spend some time on that. And just that by itself would be huge. I mean, because I log in a lot of times, and if, I do my endeavors, but if I don't have, anyone to play with, or I'm just not, sometimes I don't want to play with people too. I don't want to just run ISE or whatever it may be. But if, if they were adding in, as they add these missions in, adding in good gear, I'd have plenty of stuff to be doing in game. And the more you're in game, the more you spend money. I think sometimes there's a little bit of a disconnect between adding things in the game and them looking at whether or not it monetizes. We were talking about this last night, like drops, for instance. I don't know if you guys are aware, but you can connect your cryptic account to Twitch. They have that functionality. They did drops for Neverwinter once, and I don't know what how that went or whatever it was, but we never saw that again. And I don't know if a part of it is, well, how do we make money off that? My answer to that is that most of the time, if I'm watching a stream, I'll end up logging into the game and playing, and the more people that log in, the more people potentially spend money, or at least fill up the server, so the people that, are spending money, feel like the environment's, big. I mean, like New World, before the updates, I logged into a server I was on and it was like dead. I logged right out, because there was nobody around. So, I mean, there's an indirect connection, in terms of monetary value by having people in game and, driving drops and having drops and different things like that, drive people to log in more. I can send you the specs in DM. Yeah, definitely do that, Black Dragon. That would be awesome. Broken Soul has an insane Tour of the Galaxy, does he? Okay. Big Pop Tart, you do it in the Legendary Vespa as well. Yeah, that's definitely what I'll build it around. I'd like to come up with another budget build to complete it. It was fairly easy to do for free and fairly quickly for free, because they just made it harder, which is totally fine, because the timer's still the same, but they just added a bunch of extra points. Did yours in the Corvette? Darth, I'm reading it. Give me just a second here. Yeah, so what Darth's saying here on Twitch is if they did a STO 2.0, we're assuming that it's going to be just an upgrade to the game and you could transfer everything over. And you're saying that Dragon Ball Z did this where you could transfer your inventory, all your stuff. That, I think, would be best case scenario. I think that's probably not going to be the case, though, because the amount of work in making sure you can transfer everything over, you would have to recreate all the same stuff in the new game. And I mean, just the undertaking involved with that, and especially, you know, knowing the size overall of Cryptic Studios and stuff, I don't see it happening. I mean, don't get me wrong, that would be like best case scenario for sure, but I just don't see them doing that. Don't forget, guys, if you're just joining us, we have giveaways going on Twitch and on YouTube. You can enter both. You can only win on one. If you win on both, I'll redraw on one of them, Twitch most likely. You'll need to be here to claim it. But if you're watching on YouTube, jump over to Twitch and get a second chance, and vice versa. If you're on Twitch, jump over to YouTube, enter on both. Yeah, so anyways, you know, there's really not a lot here other than the fact that he's leaving, and so I just wanted to kind of speculate with you guys about that, what the potential implications are. My gut tells me we probably won't see any difference whatsoever in the near future. Hopefully whoever, TriZander had mentioned this, but Bordicus had mentioned on a stream a while back, I forgot what they were doing and talking about, but he made a comment asking why mines are so good with, you know, kinetic builds. And that statement is is problematic because, I mean, that's just a basic, you know, mechanic of the game. Mines scale off kinetic damage. And so maybe he just wasn't thinking at that time, but if he really didn't know that, you know, so if they bring somebody in that position that maybe understands the, you know, the mechanics of how the game, you know, works in reality, because these guys design the game, right? They understand the software, they understand how things work, you know, on that back end level, but that's a lot different than, you know, when you're actually playing it. You know, it's kind of like, I don't know if anyone's ever worked construction, but you'll be looking at plans and the engineers draw things up and you're just like, what are these guys thinking? Like, that looks fine on paper, but that's not exactly how things are going to end up working out in real life, right? So I think there's a similar thing to that when you're looking at software development and then actually using a game and playing it. So the giveaway on Twitch is #giveaway. And why is it saying there is none? Did that already time out? Should be #giveaway. Try that. And let me make sure. I think that did time out. Okay. So the giveaway on, let me try and enter it real quick. Actually, I have my son's account up. Let me just type it in. Sorry, guys, I'm new. My son wins, I'll redraw it. He's successfully entered. So the giveaway is still going. Yeah, so ignore Streamlabs, guys. I'm sorry, I'm a moron. So Streamlabs is seeing #giveaway and it's wanting to pull up from Streamlabs, is there any giveaways going? Here's the information. But the bot that I'm using, I should have changed the keywords, but the bot that I'm using is MooBot, and that does enter you into the giveaway. So you'll get a whisper saying that you successfully entered with one entry. I'll just pick a different keyword next time. So learning something new every day. All right, so that'll wrap it up for Bordicus leaving and our discussion on that. If you're watching this after the fact, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I am interested to get your guys' thoughts of if number one, if there is any implications, and if so, what those could look like. Yes, we are going to do some TFOs. We're going to do 2 of the red alerts and then probably an ISA for fun, and then that'll wrap it up. I need to check on my tri-tip that is in the smoker here probably in about 15-20 minutes. So let's go ahead and do the runs, and then we'll pull the giveaways. I'll give you guys a little bit more time to enter on both there. And then that will finish it up for the day. Is there anything else I wanted to go over? I don't think so. All right. So remember, if you are a member on YouTube or you are a subscriber on Twitch or you are a channel booster in the Discord server, you should have access to this page under General. It says Team Up, and you just need to post your full @handle, username, not username, but tune name, @handle, and all of that, so I can just copy and paste it to the team invite. So let's go ahead and get that put together. Wrong button, click number 1. If we don't have enough to fill, I will just randomly pull from the fleet around us. If you are having a problem getting into this page, let me know. Let me know through a DM. I know YouTube definitely members are working. But I'd like to know if everybody else is. Martin, I'm looking at your DM right now. And I'm sorry, my mind is all over the place. Will you give me just a little bit more detail on that, and I will shout that out for you. The giveaway is for 100 million EC for PC. Times 2. One on Twitch and one on YouTube. Okay, let me keep adding to the team, and then Martin, I'll check back on your DM there. And I'm sorry, I know we talked about it. I just I can't pull it all up in my mind at the moment. If you are on Twitch and you're a subscriber and you're not seeing the Team Up tab, you do need to have your Discord and Twitch linked. Once that happens, it'll recognize that you're a Twitch subscriber. It looks like as of right now, the only person online that is a Twitch subscriber is my wife, and I promise she is not going to be teaming up with us. All right, let me look at this. Okay, Martin, I will I'll create that giveaway as soon as we're done streaming. So Martin is offering a giveaway in the Discord server. It'll be for a Infinity Lockbox ship of your choice. So it'll be laid out like that. So if you're the winner, you'll be able to select which ship that you want. and Martin will mail that over to you. Thank you very much, Martin. That's really awesome to do that for the community. As soon as the stream is over, I'll go ahead and post that in the giveaway tab of the Discord server. So just so you guys know what that looks like. There is a link down in the description for the Discord server. There's 2 links. One's for the fleet and one's for just the main Discord server. But if you come to that and you do, where is it? Giveaways right here. It'll be listed here. Jax, also, I don't know if you're here. You had reached out to me. You won. I know you're dealing with some stuff at the moment. I still have your ship, so you just shoot me a DM as soon as you're up to it, and I'll get you your ship delivered to you. Okay, we just have 3 in team up, so I am going to grab a random person from the fleet here. Let's do a carrier. So we'll do 2 of these, and then we'll do an ISA, and then we'll pull the winners for the giveaways, and then that will be it, guys. Let's start with the Tholian. Yeah, I'm liking this ship. We'll talk about it a little bit here. So what I did is went with a cannon build. I'll show you what the build looks like as soon as we're done here. But it's a good, capable ship. I haven't messed with doing any kind of torpedo builds or anything like that on it yet. There's kind of some limitations, but if it had a cloak, you could do like a Theta build or something like that, maybe. I don't know. But it's doing very, very well with cannons. I think that's probably the best fit for this particular ship. Spencer has your other one? Yeah. Yeah, we'll talk about that too. That was fast. GG, guys. I don't think my my cooldown for my reward is up yet. Let's talk about that real quick too. Where's Discord? So in the builds Discord, this is a channel or server that CasualSAB runs. Let me just find it here. I got too much crap. They are running a massive amount of giveaways. Those didn't pull yet, did they? No. That's the archive. God, there are so many channels in here. Giveaways, here we go. All right. So STO builds Discord. This is a great resource for builds mainly. It's all high-end, meta stuff. It's not a lot in the way of budget kind of stuff, but if you're looking for that min-max. But right now they are running, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 giveaways for ships. That'll be pulled at the end of the month. So I would definitely jump over to this server and enter all of these. I'll put a link in the chat here for you guys. If you're watching this after the fact, I'll add a link to this server in the description. But there's some good stuff in there. And how can I put this into Twitch? I can put it here. Okay, so that's the link to the builds Discord server. Definitely get in on that, guys. That's a ton of like really good ships that they're giving away. General Washington, yes, I will do that for you. There's a mission that keeps the wormhole open. Which one is it here? It's on one of these that are open. I'll have to look through the available. Send me a reminder later this evening. I'll be on messing around, and we can team up real quick, and I can give you that. You'll just need to be on a Fed character. All right. I'm going to pick randomly from the fleet here for the next one. We'll do the Borg red alert. Let's take this big boy down here. Oh, wait. Let's take my picture. GG, guys, on that. That was a good run. That's Chrome. Okay. The Styx is such a good ship. I'm going to put together a video for my top picks for the event campaign. The event campaign, the yearly event campaign, the next event should be for that final go round. So if you haven't, completed that yet, you should be able to do that on the next event. I mean, provided you have enough already, obviously. So I will, I'll be putting together my top picks for lockbox ships. Probably lockbox and promo. We'll just bulk it all together. It's always kind of tough too, because it's like there's some ships that are like super good to have for like a particular thing and one thing off it. So I'm gonna try and make it to where it's, it's a decent ship is going to be the criteria, and either a really good trait and or good console to have. But I don't want it to be anything where it's like it's a really good trait and everything else is crap, right? That always feels bad when you have to pick something up like that. I mean, I guess you don't have to, but all right, let's grab one more. There we go. I just sent you my build specs. Okay, cool. I will. I'll take a look at that here when I get finished. Thank you for that, Black Dragon. I appreciate it. You're going for Styx this year. The Styx is. I mean, I guess spoiler, but the Styx is probably the best all-around ship across like lockbox and maybe promo as well. Okay, got a full team. We're gonna do the Borg red alert. We'll do an ISA after this, and then we will we'll pull the winner. If you specifically want in on the ISA, put that in the team up channel. I'll parse it for you. I will not post it in chat. I'll just post it in that channel if you're interested in that. I need to craft some more batteries. CDR Hitton, thank you very much for the Prime sub. I'm sorry, I'm a terrible streamer. I am bad about my alerts and reading chat. And please forgive me. Thank you, I appreciate it. Dr. Wigglespank, thank you as well for the resub. Where am I going? Don't text and drive. Yeah, I like this ship. I think it looks cool. I want to like the skin on the fleet version better, but my only complaint is like that skin and this skin, it doesn't kit bash together very well. It's not even the material, it's just, it's a slightly different, yeah, like the difference in like the design, like this is a little more sleek, the other one's a little more like rounded off, squared, you know? Oh, damn it, I hit the wrong button. That's gonna take me up to sector space, isn't it? Looks glued together. Yeah. Oh no, it didn't. It took me back. All right. So this is what I'm running on it. So it's a full cannon build in the front. You got the torp in the back for the 2-piece. But some of this stuff, you know, there's tons of Lobi. You have the Deimos console, and then where it gets ridiculous is like with the traits. Is you got Ruin of Our Enemy. This is from the refit Discovery. Tearing Goodbye. I mean, basically, there's one C-Store trait and one reward one you can get from a KDF recruit. What is this? That's Ruin. SAD, Superior Aerial Denial. That's going to come from a MUDs bundle or a lockbox, I think. And I could slap this build on anything, you know, that's going to have at least a Lieutenant Commander tactical, and it's going to do like amazing. Because at the end of the day, I mean, it's about the gear on your ship, your piloting, your activation, all those kinds of things, right? So some ships are going to do better because they're suited a little bit, you know, better for it. Like the Borg Juggernaut, it was built to be a cannon scatter volley beast. You know, I mean, just, you know, the specialization, seating, all of it. So, you know, some ships will do a little better than others, but at the end of the day, it really comes down to that gear. Now, granted, you know, you can't throw all this on a carrier and do the same kind of thing. But for the most part, you're gonna be able to do very good in anything if the gear is good and your piloting and stuff is good on top of that. All right, let's get together the last team here, and then we'll get the giveaways pulled. Is there anybody that in particular wants to do an ISA? Put it in the team up now. I'll give you a couple moments, and then we'll go ahead and select randomly. You can enter in again if in the team up if you already went. Yeah, the Terran warship is it's a good all-around ship. They are expensive though. Yeah, it's one of those things, right? Because like expensive is expensive regardless, and then there's like value, which is relative, and they are a good value, but they're still really expensive at the same time. Yeah, SAD comes from the Mir Ingle. I think I got that one of the it was the Terran bundle. If you bought the big one, you got that unlocked, and so it was worth getting it in that Terran bundle. Cables, are you asking for an ISE? We're gonna do ISA, I'm sorry. Who are we still waiting for there? And Chrome Nuke. Chrome Nuke, it threw me off for General Washington. CJ, no, I'm sorry, I got it full. You're on PC as well, but double dip in Xbox. Oh, really? You play both? I played on PlayStation a while back, like the tutorial, and that was like about it. All right, if you're just joining us, the giveaways are still going in on Twitch and on YouTube. So we have hashtag raffle on YouTube and exclamation point raffle on YouTube and hashtag giveaway on Twitch. That is going to pop up and say there's no giveaway going, but there is. You'll get a whisper saying that you've been entered. All right, let's do this. I'm starting to get hungry. I think I still got a few hours on that tri-tip, though. I'm going to have to get a snack in the meanwhile. Infected, where are you? Dirt Pilot, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. All right. All right, here we go. I got enough batteries. No, hold on. Let me fix something. Where is dude, my loadout situation? I've been having a lot of problems. It'll do like that map transfer error. I'll open up the character screen here to fix that, and then like my loadout disappears. God, my inventory is a disaster. Sorry, one sec, guys. Just gonna keep this open because that tends to make it not screw up normally. Yeah, it was it was just one thing missing off of it, and I'm not sure why. You gotta be real careful with the loadout stuff. There we go. Brazil here. Welcome. I'm actually using the Todouge fighters on this instead of the Valkyries. It seems that the basic Todouge hanger pets do the most amount of damage. Cannon scatter volley is crazy. That generator on the other side. One out back here. Clear? Looks like it. Woo, that was quick. GG, guys. Yeah, cannon scatter volley, it does work like crazy. Yeah, Darth, the amount of torpedo spreads, it's really cool. Especially if you use, is there anything that'll proc that more? I know Stargate, he was doing something with his. I don't know what the hell he was doing, but he was getting a lot of damage out of that. I think he was feeding him CF. Admiral, you can't find the setting to do this. Did anyone list the Discord? Okay, I got you. Hold on. On Twitch, for my Discord, there's a button just down next to like the YouTube ones, and then there's also that giveaway going on the Builds Discord. Let me pull the parse for that. That'll take a while. My combat log file is massive. All right, let's pull these giveaways, guys. Cannon scatter volley works for single target too, or is that? I mean, it works on the single target. I think because I think what it increases your firing haste, but you do get. I'm trying to think of the right way to answer this. Let me look at something here. I guess let me put it this way. It is not, there's not enough of a negative not to run it and not to potentially take up other slots with like rapid fire to be able to switch between them. So I generally, like, I don't have like a single target mode. I'll go with that. Caliph, nice job. 170K. So that build right there, that was a pretty fast run. That did 376,000 DPS. Caliph, that's a new record for you. Astro, for some reason it says your combat time's too low. Upload for General Washington, congrats. And Chrome Nuke, combat time too low as well. I'm not sure why I'm saying that. GG, guys, that was a good run. I'll put the, if you want to see that, I'll put the results in the Discord server. At the end of the day, it's a fun run, so the rest of it is really kind of secondary. I do not have an in-game chat channel. We do have one for the fleet, and I have no idea how how to get you into that. I don't know if that Caleb can probably answer this, but I don't know if there's an invite that's needed or if it's just searchable and you can just add it. If you ask in the Discord server though, I'll get it figured out and get that question answered. All right, let's get the giveaway going here, guys. I am starting now. Okay, so we are going to do, which one are we gonna do first? We're gonna do Twitch first, and then we'll do a raid, and then we'll do YouTube after that. So I'll give you another couple moments to enter on Twitch. It's hashtag giveaway. Remember, you will most likely get the response from what? From Streamlabs that there's not currently a giveaway running. That is incorrect. You will get a whisper. So we have 75 people entered. Let me do something here. I'll keep that up. All right. We are going to draw the giveaway in 3, 2, and 1. SW4LI. You have one. Please say something in chat on Twitch, please. There he is. Awesome. Congratulations. Please message me through Twitch. So just send me a whisper on Twitch, and after the stream, I will coordinate with you getting you the your winnings. Congratulations. Just make sure you send me that screenshot this, that whisper on Twitch, please. I wonder if this saves the history. Let's just grab the notepad and make a note. Which one? Okay. All right, GG on the win. All right, we are going to do YouTube's giveaway here in just a moment. Let's get a raid together here. Who is streaming STO? My kid was streaming some, oh, what was it? Minecraft PvP, looked pretty cool. I'm gonna raid Captain Burks again. He's playing Star Citizen. Check him out, guys. He's an excellent streamer. I kind of model a lot of what I do after him. He does a really good job. Star Citizen is awesome. I know it's a scam, but it's awesome. It's not really a scam. But check it out, guys. I'm going to be playing a lot more of this, and I'm trying to get together people to do it because it's super, super fun with friends. You know, we can do space battles. You can do capital ship battles. You can do exit your ship into EV mode and do, you know, capture the flag. You can do ground battles. You can do mining. You can do trading. And anywhere that you look and see, you can just fly there. No loading screens. It's awesome. It's a really, really good game, and I encourage you guys to check it out. Definitely jump over and give Captain Burks a follow. Tell him what's up. Again, he's an excellent streamer, good dude, really entertaining. He has my stamp of approval. In fact, it looks like my resub is up. It's almost 37 months I've subscribed to him. All right, let's get this together. Stop in there, guys. Say what's up. Get this to work. There we go. All right, let's start the raid. Stop in, give it a couple seconds, guys. Check it out. I'm telling you, it is awesome. I think he's doing bounty hunting right now. But yes, super good dude. You guys will like him. If you like me, you'll like him. If you don't like me and you just like Star Trek, you might not like it, but telling you, it's a great game. All right, guys. Twitch, I love you, and I'll see you next time. I always feel bad I'm not on the raid, though, to, like, say what's up. Maybe I should do that for a second. Let me just pull him up.
Yo, Flash, thanks for the gifted subs, bro. Yo, MCStu, what's up, bro? How was the stream? Hope it was good.
And sorry, YouTube, I feel bad when I do this.
CS3 for that channel.
It was good. Okay, let's mute him. Sorry about that, guys. All right, let's get this giveaway going. I think I don't know if this still, I think it still has me streaming to Twitch, like if you hit the back button. All right, let's do this here. All right, we are going to close the giveaway. All right, if you win on YouTube, I need you to say something, and then I need you to confirm whether or not you have Discord. Because what I'm going to need for you to do is send me a message on Discord, and then I'll walk you through the verification process. Because I'll need to verify who you are. Most people's usernames are different, even if they're the same. That doesn't really matter. So it's pretty quick and easy. So if you win, say something and say, yes, I have Discord. If you don't have Discord, say something else like I have Facebook, I have Twitter, anything that you can message me on. There's not a messaging system in YouTube, and so that's the problem with that. So just make sure that you let me know. All right, let's go ahead and get the winner pulled. So this is for 100 million EC on PC, and we are going to pick a winner in 3, 2, and 1. Papa Golf. Papa Golf, you have won. Please say something in chat for me. We'll give it like 2 minutes. And if Papa Golf doesn't say anything, we will re-roll it. I really like this bot on YouTube because when Papa Golf said something, there it is. Boom. It just pulls it up. I don't even have to look for it. Congrats, man. Do you have Discord? Do you use Discord? I know the delay can get kind of big. Yes, on Discord, but rusty. Okay, so there's a link to my Discord server down in the description. Just click on that, and you'll find me in the list on the right. Just right-click, or I think you can just click on me, and just message. Shoot me a message. Say, hey, this is Papa Golf, and I won the giveaway on YouTube for 100 million EC, and then I'll follow up with you here in just a little bit. We'll work out the verification. Just takes a moment, and then we will. I'll get you your money. Congratulations. All right, guys, that is going to do it for me today. Again, thank you guys very much for the support, being part of these streams, watching the content. I hope it's helpful. I'm assuming it's helpful. That's why we get a good amount of views. But we hit that 12K sub, and I'm just super, super pumped, humbled, and thankful for you guys. You guys are truly awesome, and I really appreciate you. All right, I think that's it. We'll have some more vids coming up this week. I'm playing with the shorts. Oh, also one last thing, guys. I have a second channel, and I'm not doing anything kind of serious with it. I'm just kind of messing around, but I'd appreciate if you go over and give me a sub on it. I've been doing just shorts, like New World shorts, just really kind of experimenting with stuff. This is where I uploaded most of my VODs from Twitch from way back, and I'll just do random stuff on here. This is probably, if I mess around with other games, this is probably where I'll live stream them, and it'll be more of your traditional live stream. I'll probably make it I liked making my streams have a purpose. So like the stream we're on right now, it's news, QA, discussion, a little bit of fun, right? And I'll probably do the same thing with this, but it'll be like events. Like if it's Star Citizen, we'll set up an event to do a thing, and it'll be a lot of fun. Or if it's New World or World of Warships, you know, it'll be fleet related or whatever. So if you're interested in that, they're on my homepage. There, I'll just put the link in there. I don't have a custom link for it yet, but if you wouldn't mind, drop me a sub over there. Check in. I'll be posting stuff on here. Again, it's just kind of experimenting. Just having fun. So, you know, even making the YouTube stuff, playing Star Trek Online, whatever it is, it's all about having fun. Like, I don't ever want this stuff to feel like a job, you know. Corona was kind of a blessing in disguise because I needed just kind of a little bit of a break. I was just feeling like, what kind of video should I make next? You know, and I didn't want to force it, and that starts to feel like it's work. And I don't mind putting in hard work, doing something that I like to do, but I don't like to, I don't want to have to, like, you know, force it, you know. And sometimes I feel that way a bit with having a, you know, that goal of having, you know, to post a video a week. So anyways, I'll keep ranting here, but Rob, thanks for being here, man. Chrome Nuke, thanks for the runs. Kayla, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Time of Lords. I just throw stuff in there. Don't forget Facebook. Yeah. I really need to do some work on the Facebook. We're live streaming there right now, but yes, I need to work on that too. All right, guys, that's gonna do it. Till next time, thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. Have a good one. Martin, have a good one. Bruce, thanks for being here. Justin, have a good one, man. S symbol, I'm butchering it. Sorry. 07s, have a good one, man. Kitten Claws, have a good one. Thank you. Appreciate you. Gregory, 07s, have a good one, man. Don't forget, I'll put the giveaway up there from Martin here shortly. I need to check on the food. General Washington, have a good one, man. Crusher, 07s. Denix, have a good one. Have a good one, guys. Appreciate you.